My lesson plan targets children ages 10 to 12 and early adolescence, teaching them about the importance of iron-rich foods in their daily diet. In the Cliff Notes version of my presentation, I looked presentable and effectively presented my material. I am proud of the group discussion at the end of the lesson that I developed, as it gives the kids an opportunity to rehash what they've learned and discuss information that they may have missed. I am also proud of the craft at the end taking up the bulk of the lesson, as they can create a fun visual representation of iron-rich foods, cementing examples of what they should eat into their minds. I think the second half of the lesson would be a fun and interactive approach to teaching students of this age group, as they not only can use their imaginations, but work together to create a unique piece of art for their classroom or community center. One thing that could use improvement in my lesson plan is the PowerPoint at the beginning of the lecture. It did not provide sufficient information as to what iron is and the dangers of not eating enough. There should have been more information on the slides as well as graphics to keep the students interested. I also could have implemented more things to take home for the kids, such as take-home sheets, throughout the lecture as a day-to-day reminder of my lesson. Something to take home would serve as beneficial in the future, as the kids can come across it as a fond memory of a fun lecture that they had, and it also will remind them of what they should include in their diet. An educational handout for the parents and guardians as well would also prove to be beneficial, as it would motivate adults to begin shopping for iron-rich foods at the grocery store if they don't already. This would be beneficial because it would make students more inclined to eat those iron-rich foods, being that they are accessible at home. In the future, I would place greater emphasis on iron's benefits and how it can help children be the best, healthiest version of themselves. This would involve more information as to what iron is and how the body uses it to function, rather than just briefly brushing over a PowerPoint, throwing facts at them. I would also spend less time focusing on the craft and more on the facts regarding how iron can aid them in their personal lives. For example, describing how iron may aid them in after-school activities such as sports or clubs may motivate students to boost the iron consumption in their diet. Furthermore, in the future, I would start my presentation with an attention-grabbing activity such as a game or a handout to gain the focus of my audience. Being that my targeted audience is middle school students, generally their attention is hard to gain as it is to keep. I feel this lesson has taught me the importance of not only making a presentation attractive and informative, but also interesting to the targeted audience. Thank you.